Here we are at Temagami Outfitting.
Yeah.
They're going to give us a shuttle up to Gamble Lake for our adventure down the Lady Evelyn River. Looking forward to it.
All right, you guys ready to go?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's do this.
So we just got dropped off here, and the road is washed out to Gamble Lake, so we can't get to our put-in. So we're gonna have to either wade this creek or portage in. Not a big deal, but the adventure's already starting. See ya! So we're alone now, alone in the wilderness.
Woo! Excited. You excited, Bella? Bella's excited.
You excited, Bella? Excited?
Yeah. And we've been dropped.
Can't decide whether I should wade down this creek here because the road is washed out to our put-in, or if we should portage into the access point. Judging by the creek, there's some pretty thick alders there, and it's a tiny creek, so we should probably just portage, because even though the wading sounds nicer because you're not carrying and it is shorter, it could end up being a way bigger pain in the ass. It's already like 4 o'clock and we still got to get to our campsite.
Should be interesting. Never a dull moment. Oh, this is the campsite. He was saying we could stay right here. Lobster mushrooms.
Oh yeah, good eye, babe. Well, Heather had a keen eye along the side of the trail. She just spotted some lobster mushrooms popping up. They're really bright and they kind of have the texture like a lobster shell, a look to it. And you know, they're bright orange too, so pretty cool. Inside they're flaky white. Looks like the meat of a lobster as well. I'm gonna take a few pieces of these and cook it up. It's kind of a trade-off here that this is just so late in the day that it's kind of like maybe we should just camp here and get an early start, but I feel like, what's the consensus? We want to paddle a bit, I think.
Yeah, I think we should paddle just a little bit down the lake and get like the first official site off the road. That'll be a good start.
I think she's right. This is fine, let's camp here. I think this is the site. I mean, looks like it. Like, two. So I just brought this cheapy fillet knife because it's short, small, and light. I guess you get what you pay for because the sheath it came with. I had it tucked in my dry bag and it kind of got jammed and the knife point poked out of it, and I was carrying it out of the canoe and it kind of stabbed me a little bit in the back of the leg, just like a prick. And I was like, ow, what the heck was that? So now it's punctured my waterproof day bag. You got to be extra careful and adamant because you know, something happens out here, you're just, no one's coming to get you. So it's a good reminder. I might put a little bit of tenacious tape, which I brought, and I also brought a little duct tape I'm going to wrap around this sheath. And both of those things I contemplated not bringing because I'm like, it's too much, what's the point, what's the weight? And so already I have a use for them, so not the end of the world sometimes to bring a little extra stuff.
I guess that would help hold it in place. I feel like it's good that we did this.
Where are you going? Oh.
Good girl. It must be heavy in your mouth.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So sadly, it started to rain quite hard actually. So I'm gonna have to set up a tarp. Well, it was raining really hard and now it stopped and it's actually beautiful out. What's for dinner, Heather?
We are having Backpackers Pantry macaroni and cheese. We're actually pretty tired. It was hours and hours, like 8 hours of driving. We didn't get much sleep last night, so we're pretty gassed. So we thought we'll be a bit lazy tonight and we'll make the easy dinner. But I've actually never had it. I heard it's not so bad, so I'm actually looking forward to trying it. It is freeze-dried macaroni and cheese. So all you have to do is add boiling water, let it sit for a bit, mix it up, and voila. Macaroni and cheese.
Sweet. Are you excited?
I'm hungry, so I am excited.
Yeah, so am I.
Yay.
These freeze-dried meals are they're expensive, but they're so nice because they weigh nothing and you just pour the water in, stir it, and hello, Bella. Hello. Did you have something to say? Do you have something to say? You just pour the water in, stir it, and let it seal it up, let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. It's a while, but you don't even use any dishes. You just eat it out of the bag. I mean, I guess you could eat a spoon, but pretty chillax. And we didn't really have a hard day, but we drove for 8 hours. We didn't really sleep last night because we were packing late and all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, it just seemed like the right thing for tonight. One of the reasons I bring these old style, like, well, I don't know if they're old, but the foam ground pads, as opposed to any of the blow up ones and stuff, is because they don't pop, they don't break, they're kind of bulky, but they are light, and I just sit on them by the fire. So right now the ground is soaked, but I'm just sitting on it, and you get kind of worried, oh, it'll whatever, like, wet my sleeping bag, but it just doesn't. You just shake it off and it's just fine. And if you want, you can dry it by the fire. It'll dry in like a millisecond because it just doesn't absorb water so often. I mean, you know, if you can bring a camp chair, that's great, but if not, I recommend old foamy here. Hi, little dog. And if you have a log or something at the site, you know, you just lean it up like this and you got a chair. So what are you doing?
She's either begging for the food or wanting your ground pad.
Yeah.
Good girl.
What's this? Bella likes scratches very much. So if you scratch sort of over in the direction like this, she'll put her head there. So watch.
Not bad. But I'm gonna take another bite.
Give it. Oh.
It's pretty good. I'm hungry. It's got like even like a spice to it, like there's like a peppery
Yeah.
flavor to it.
I mean, I'm not flying to Italy to order it, but
No.
no. But
And I'm sure like if you have these frequently, you're a little sick of them, but for me it's my first time having them and I'm like,
I always get
that's pretty
excited for
good.
some of them, to be honest with you. You know? We're behind schedule, but I think we'll be all right. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Worst,
Cheers to that.
Worst comes to worst, we die.
Not gonna happen. I'm gonna run that store. Kind of miss them.
We're ready to go. I'm like, we're gonna get up early, get an early start, and then flash forward, it's like, we're getting away late, we're stressed.
On the plus side, there are 0 bugs, so I'm happy about that.
0 bugs, and it's good weather for when you start moving on portages and stuff. So anyway, time to go.
Onwards. Okay, Bella.
Good girl.
Maybe? I don't know.
Looks like left and then turn right, maybe. Shit, paddle. Nice. Bella, in the boat. In the boat. Good girl. Fine. It's right here.
Blueberry jackpot over here.
Cool. Pick a few.
I found a blueberry patch. There's some.
So this is an old logging road. Hasn't been in use for a long time. Shut down, but we just pulled over and to take a couple casts, and Heather found a jackpot of blueberries. Mmm.
A garter would have shed its skin here.
Oh wow.
Pretty decent size.
You think it was a garter, or it could have been
Could have been a water snake. Northern water snake.
Yeah.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it
So
is.
that's a good sized garter if it is.
Yeah.
Maybe northern water snake.
And this is a good spot for them to come out and sun themselves.
Right? Yep. A lot of crickets around this. I'm always on the watch for snakes. I'm a snake lover. I've owned many species of snakes in my day.
You could probably identify it from that. Even. It does look gartery.
It looks gartery, yeah. I mean, they don't get that big, but this would have been a fair size garter.
That's what it is. I mean, I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Yeah, me either. I mean, the water snakes can be dark. Some of them are lighter, right? But snake skin, nonetheless. Kind of cool seeing like the pine cones on just bare needles.
Sweet fern, pretty sweet. So we'll take a bit, make some sweet fern tea. It's actually a bit of a stimulant, and so maybe it'll help our headaches. I don't know, but it's also yummy.
Smells nice.
Yeah, it does.
Mmm, so fresh.
It's like,
Herbally.
yeah, it helps with like I think rheumatism and like
Arthritis?
yeah,
Yeah.
arthritis and stuff too, which you know, you get a little sore out here, so can't hurt. So we'll take a little bit for later. Not much, just make a cup or two. Just pulled a few leaves off, that way it won't kill the bush. And so now we just need a brook trout because we have some lobster mushroom, we have some sweet fern, and we need a little brook trout. I almost expect to find raspberries here. Yeah, these are raspberry bushes here.
Backyard was lined with raspberry bushes.
Here's a good one for you.
Pick them off and eat them. Oh, that's a good one. For me?
Mm-hmm.
Mmm. It was like heaven in a bite. In the boat.
In the boat.
Okay. Good girl.
Good girl. Alright, I'm gonna take a couple casts right here. Little perch. Not a brook trout, a perch. So this is where everyone pulls over. Yeah. Okay.
She just went under. One, two. One, two. One, two, three. Oh.
Bella, get down. All right, well,
Where are we going?
let's just go down. Probably gonna hit some rocks. Left, left. Nice.
That sign?
Yeah, let's paddle to that portage sign there and then we'll have a peek at it and see what we should do. straw, straw. Slow down. Back paddle. Back paddling. Keep back paddling. Keep back paddling. Okay. All right. Get out.
Get out?
Yeah. All right. Just meet me at the base. Okay, Bella. Okay. Bella, get down. Is that how she would like start acting if there was an animal?
Her?
Oh, she's hurt. Hope she's not hurt. We can try to. The most water is going down the right, but there's a log in the way. Yeah, but I think maybe you should take the trail and I'll have a look. 125 meters only. Yeah, pull me up a bit. What? What? What noise? What are you talking about? So what happened?
Some crazy noises on the portage trail. It's like coyotes or wolves or hyenas. That's what it sounded like. I don't know. It was like a crazy noise. It sounded like more than one. But there's evidence of bear scat. So I'm not really sure what that was, but it really spooked me and the dog. And I guess it took off. But with the rapids here, it's hard to hear over the rushing water. So it could have been anything.
Last time I paddled this river years ago, and we came on a bear for the same reason. It couldn't hear us, and we were downwind, and so it didn't smell us. And the rapids covered the noise, and all of a sudden there was a bear. So it almost seems like that's what happened, but the noises Heather's describing
Wasn't like a bear.
don't sound like a bear, and there's not really coyotes to my knowledge in Temagami. So like wolves and stuff, you would think, except there's like a totally fresh bear scat on the trail.
Right.
So, and before we came up to this rapid, Bella started getting all like squealing and whining and standing up and sniffing, and we're like, but you definitely could smell an animal. That's what it was. So what it was, we don't know. It scared the crap out of Heather.
Kind of like a yodeling sound. Like, I don't know. Bizarre.
Anyway,
Close.
yeah, it was close. I don't think it was people. Just having a look. Whatever it was took off. I think it was a bear. Heather says it didn't sound anything like a bear, but I think that's what it was. Just by the evidence of that scat. I think it was a bear. Yeah.
Oh wow, it's so pretty up here. keep looking back, like, am I gonna get a glimpse of what that was?
I think you just came head to head with a bear.
That's so scary.
You guys didn't see each other. It heard you and just bolted.
Yeah.
Maybe it smelled
Yodeling.
you, maybe it smelled Bella.
I don't know, I've heard bear
Maybe it
noises.
had
I've
small cubs.
never heard that noise before.
Maybe it had cubs and they made little squeaky noises.
Yeah, I thought about that. It could have just been a young bear, like an adolescent. The higher pitched voice.
This area has been like huge forest fire. You see, that's
Yeah.
why all the trees are dead and it's all new growth. Okay, Bella. Hey, girl. Gotta be the most blueberries I've ever seen in my life. Probably why that bear was on the trail. All the blueberries and it's got delicious.
Look at these. This is amazing. Look, Bella, blueberries. This is like blueberry heaven in here. Like, I've never seen so many in my life. They're just ripe for the picking.
And they're so big.
Oh, they're so good. It's a nice little snack. Nice little portage snack. Oh, they're so good. You know any pies you can make out of these? Wow.
2 little grabs. Look. Look, Belly. Bella, look. She loves them.
She loves them. Everybody loves blueberries.
Yeah. They're just so loaded in this spot. We're not gonna eat too many, but we're gonna have a few.
There's a few to spare around.
So we're leaving this spot, even though it's absolutely gorgeous.
So nice. We're torn. It's probably the nicest spot we're gonna see on the whole river. It's got this unbelievable cliff view, but you know, we're I guess moving on.
Yeah, we're already in the boat.
So.
I'm kind of looking forward to this evening paddle. So
Yeah.
getting to camp late is stressful because you got to set up when it's dark, but
Right.
you get to paddle in the evening, which is often the most beautiful time to paddle. So onward.
Onward. Look at the tree fell off the cliff.
We fished in there and caught nothing.
It smells pine. Kind of hoping there's a magical site just on the other side of this cliff.
I don't see anything marked.
want to see if we could pull up on the other side?
No. Let's pull up here. I see all the footpaths down here now. Talk about a beautiful evening, eh? It's like warmer now than it's been all day. No.
Oops. They may not look glamorous, but damn do they taste good. Thank you.
Good guard dog, eh?
Oh yeah.
Good girl, Belly.
Works.
It's a smidge too much sauce, but just a smidge.
Looks like a lot too much.
I'm going with smidge. Bella cleans the dishes. She's a little dish cleaner. She also barks at beavers slapping their tails. Oh, what a good job you've done. Good job. Look at what a good job she did. Perfect.
Bella.
She's
Oh,
like,
right in the mouth.
she's like, I want mommy's.
Right in the mouth. Today was a pretty full day. I had that pretty bad headache this morning, so we got away late, and I'm kind of upset about it because I didn't really have time to fish the way I wanted to in some of those pools, and I'm kind of devastated. I'm sure I'll get over it, but probably only if I catch a brook trout. But because we're filming and we have this balloon animal of a dog, it definitely delays being able to do certain things that you would normally be able to do in a timely manner. Anyway, it was a nice day. It never rained, it got warm, and it finished off with just a beautiful sunset. Anyway, I had a good day. Heather scared the shit out of a bear. And, literally. And it made a bunch of coyote sounds. It was so scared. I don't know what happened. It's just so weird. Whole thing. She almost died. We all almost died. And the bad part is I didn't catch any brook trout. I really want to make those freaking lobster mushrooms with some brook trout and some sweet fern tea and just really pioneer the shit out of that meal. Anyway, my hand is getting so tired holding this thing. So good night.
Good night.
I love you, Heather.
I love you too.
I love you. Good night, Bella. Bella. Good night. Good night, Billy. Good night. Good night, Billy.
I love you, Belly.
We love you, Billy. It's time to go to bed. That's all I got. Good night. Good morning. There's a thick fog and mist that's kind of blanketing everything and blanketing the river and the lake. But the sun has cracked the trees now, and I think it's just gonna burn that all off as it warms up. Good morning. You look adorable.
Oh, did you bring Mommy a log?
Bella's happy to see you.
I have to do up my clothes bag here.
Oh, Bella. Did you bring your mummy a log?
Did you bring me a log?
How thoughtful.
What did you bring me? Did you bring me a log? Good girl.
You hear that? Those are sandhill cranes. Listen.
On the menu for breakfast today is breakfast skillet by Mountain House. Never had it before. Sounds good. It's hash browns and scrambled eggs mixed with pork sausage, peppers, and onions. Sounds pretty good, right? So we'll see how she tastes. Just says to add 1.5 cups of boiling water. Stir, let it sit for 8 to 9 minutes, and enjoy. And no, this is not sponsored. This is just my personal review. I've never had it, so I'll let you know what I think. One and a half cups. Oh dear. I'm scared. It smells like flavorful. You can really smell the onions, the peppers, the sausage. It smells like breakfast in a bag. Will it taste like it? Let that baby sit for like 8 minutes resembles eggs.
Oh, that's all right.
So it looks like. You can kind of see potatoes and all that. It's not so much the texture that you want, but the flavor is there. It's not too bad. You can taste the peppers, the onions, the potatoes, the eggs, sausage all together. Tastes like breakfast. I'd buy it again. Not bad. I mean, for breakfast in a bag, not too shabby. Doesn't look pretty. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't think I'd be making it at home, but if we're out here in the woods, it's pretty hearty breakfast.
So I'm gonna jump in here and try this breakfast skillet. I had one years ago, but not in a long time. Oatmeal's pretty much my go-to. Instant oatmeal, it's like so fast. Maybe not as hearty as that. I guess that's fast too, but
Good
anyway,
sausage.
smells good. Looks like dog puke. All right, bit of a shock from the sugar oatmeal I had,
Right.
but it's pretty good. I mean, if you get past the fact that it sucks, it's pretty good.
Just a mash of all the foods in there together.
Yeah, it's just like seeing a pile of dog puke and being like, mm.
Okay, stop associating it with dog puke.
But yeah, like if you're at home, you're not gonna be like, oh, it's Saturday morning breakfast in bed.
Yeah, no.
Yay! But considering it's so easy, keeps your stuff hot, even if you're working around camp. You seal it in that aluminum bag that it's comes in. Whatever, it's pretty good, and it's so light too. That's the big one. Finally.
Yeah.
This is a creek. Actually, a river.
Uh-huh.
Hello, get down. Go. So I haven't caught any brook trout yet, which is kind of discouraging, but not really surprising. Did manage to get a few last time I came through, but this time we were a little behind, and I ended up kind of rushing through sections where there's these cold springs coming into the rapids, and never really got a cast off, and that's where we caught them last time. I know they're in here, and I know you can get on them. I just haven't figured it out with the way we're moving through how to do that, and the water level is just really low, so all the creeks coming in are also just like basically dry that I've been passing. So you know, unfortunately I think that we're probably not gonna catch one. You know, we're kind of down in the river now, and it's really that upper stretch that I think is the better area to get them. So that's discouraging, but there's still bass, pike, and walleye to look forward to, and you know, fingers crossed we get on a brookie. I've been saving that lobster mushroom and the sweet fern to make tea to pair with a brook trout, because that is just would be epic. But no dice as of yet, but man, is it ever beautiful. Just really enjoying this. And I see why they call it Stonehenge Lake, because it's just well, I think that's why they call it Stonehenge Lake. It's kind of huge boulders lining the whole lake everywhere, and down at this end that we're about to come to, there's kind of flat boulders that sort of look Stonehenge-y, like they've been stood up, and I figure that's why they call it that, but who knows? Who knows?
Oh no, it's there.
Huh. Yeah, but there's, okay, so there's two. That one's 730 meters, and it goes all the way to Catherine Lake.
It's like this is gonna be really steep.
This one's 395. But yeah, that's a swamp. So the short one looks like it just cuts right through the swamp. So I don't know, but yeah. All right, well, all right, let's back up and go over to the rocks.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's like harder than sliding it on the rocks because there's so much resistance.
I believe it.
Oh my God! I'm raging. It's not for the fair of heart. Lady Evelyn's a real bitch.
2, 3.
Turn right. Is there a trail? Yeah.
Scratchy leg, man.
This portage it's not that bad, but it's because it goes along the side of the river, it's very bouldery. So, you know, the risk of twisting an ankle is very real with all this weight on you. So you got to be pretty careful. So this morning, just walking, not carrying anything, I tripped on a root, and with the foot that wasn't tripping, I jumped forward and absolutely smashed my big toe into a rock, and it's really hurting me now. It's getting worse and worse and worse, and I think maybe I might have put a hairline fracture in it, to be honest with you. Because it, you know, it hurt, but anytime I put like a tiny bit of, you know, pressure on it, it's just like, like really bad. The worst toe to do that to as well. So I'm not feeling good about that, especially with all this river walking we have to do. Oh, jeez. How's that, Heather?
No fun at all. Bella, you stay here.
Here on Catherine Lake, and we just couldn't resist this beautiful smooth rock campsite. It's so nice out, and I kind of felt like we could have definitely done a bunch of the other portages that we had to do, so it sets us back not doing it. But my freaking toe is just absolutely killing me, and I think we can make up the time. It's gonna, you know, make the trip a little tougher, but I think it's doable as long as we don't run into like crazy heavy winds or something like that. Doable, so we'll be fine. So we're just, you know, gonna enjoy our time and stop early, and, you know, just relax a little bit. Pretty easy day.
Good.
I suppose out of all the things you could break, maybe a toe is one of the least problematic. I don't know, you know? And, you know, maybe it's not broken, I'm just being a baby, but I think it is.
They can't really do anything for a broken toe anyway.
Yeah, they can't do anything unless it's mangled beyond recognition, which it's not. Clap along if you feel like you.
Both?
took my sock off, and I was only almost expecting that. Oh, it would just look like a normal toe, and it was just being a baby, but it's actually all horribly purpled. I hit the toe on the front near the nail, but there's nothing there. It's actually back of the first joint where it's all purple. You know, that's why I feel like, you know, I broke it or there's a fracture. If I didn't, I mean, that bruising signifies usually like a tear, ligament tearing, and the ligaments are bleeding. And that's why you get that bruising in an area where you didn't actually hit it. So not really the best when you have to be portaging and you want to hike up to Maple Mountain and up a fire tower. But what are you gonna do, right? Get out the signal mirrors. Let's signal a plane. Don't see any planes.
Stranded.
Help us, we hurt our toes, we hurt our toes. Anyway.
We hurt our toe.
Beans is protecting her mommy from the walls.
Every time I go up. God bless. You want me to get the dinner stuff out? Alfredo, Parma Rosa, like a rosé, or Carbonara, which is Parmesan and bacon sauce. I know, it's exciting stuff, isn't it?
I think I want Alfredo or Parma Rosa.
You can fit rest of time.
Way better than a spoon.
Yeah, it is. So you gotta leave some, but not too much, right?
Be careful. It's not that much water, eh? Like I barely poured any out, but maybe I shouldn't have poured any out.
Yeah, I'd say that's good on flavor for the sauce. That's so cool. They're hunting. Good girl. You have sauce in your ears. Belong in the
Nope.
ears?
Got it all.
So on this episode of Heather's Food Reviews, we are making dessert. Yay, dessert, my favorite meal. So we're trying the Alpine Air Cinnamon Apple Crisp. Sounds pretty good. It's got brown sugar sauce with apples and raisins, mingle with French vanilla almond granola. It's got 420 calories. Should be good. We'll see.
I've never had one of these before. And I gotta say, I'm like, after that just bland trash pasta, I'm like pretty stoked about it with our Hottie C's.
Yeah.
Short form for hot chocolate. So I don't know. I'm sure it's probably good.
Fold and fill pouch. Stir completely and cover. Let stand for 10 minutes.
I'm lost. I have no idea how to do it.
I do. Smells delicious. That smells delicious. Apple cinnamon goodness. So, 10 minutes. I'll let that sit. It's like cinnamon granola. They call it streusel topping. Fancy. We're just gonna sprinkle it on top once it's ready. Give it a little crunch, a little seasoning. And hopefully it's good. It smells good.
Doesn't look very good.
It doesn't. There's a little bit more in there if you want to try scraping. Opening here.
Looks like you pretty much got it all now. Wow. You like it?
I don't mind it. It's just dehydrated chunks of apples and cinnamon.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like.
And brown sugar.
I guess it's pretty good.
Don't make me force you to like it.
I guess it's okay. But I think I'd rather just like eat a fruit roll up, you know? It's
Like an apple crisp.
It's like $10, you know? So it's not very good, really, considering.
Ted gives it a thumbs down.
It's okay.
I think it's all right.
I've never had one before. It's kind of a cool thing to have a dessert out here. Like, I'd never have a dessert.
We have hot chocolate to go with it.
I'm eating the whole thing.
You must have hated it.
Really good.
I think it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a nice little treat.
It's sweet.
It's pretty good.
Tomorrow hopefully is a nice day. Today turned out to be absolutely beautiful, so hopefully tomorrow is just as nice or better. But calling it a night, just here camped out on a beautiful rock face and a nice little flat grass spot, if you can believe that, for our tent. Tomorrow a bunch of portages, beautiful waterfalls, and hopefully start getting into some fish soon. If not some brook trout, I want to get into some other stuff. Anyway, night.
Morning of day 4. My toe is worse today. It hurts a little more, and the bruising and swelling is a little worse. But it's not significantly worse. Now, I haven't started portaging and stuff, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully this is kind of the worst as it gets and the bleeding has stopped in there. I think it's possible it's not broken, although I don't know. It's possible it is broken, but definitely what's happening is there's some ligament tearing in there, and that's why there's all that bruising. So the ligament's ripped and is bleeding, and that's why it's bruising, because I didn't smash it. I just tripped forward and I guess bent it as I smashed the front of the toe, it bent in some sort of way, because the front of the toe doesn't even hurt, and I didn't even hit the bruised part. So I must have torn ligaments in there. They're bleeding, and it's causing that deep bruising and swelling. So it is kind of a concern, because I have to keep using it and using it, that it might not heal and it could become an issue. Right now, I think I'm going to be okay, but I don't know. It's not the kind of thing that you want to be portaging with. But, you know, I mean, this is the risks of what we're doing, right? It's, you know, we're quite remote. We don't have a sat phone. We don't have a satellite texting device, anything like that. So, you know, if someone was around, you'd still have to try to get to them, but if you have a significant injury, you're pretty hooped. So anyway, I'm sure I'll pull through, but it makes it less fun. We also wanted to hike up Maple Mountain and all that kind of stuff, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but right now it sucks. My toe hurts.
Something like 10, 15. This is the part of the river where it forks, and if you go that way, it's actually a little bit shorter to our destination, and is, I think, better trout fishing. But this way, there's one spectacular waterfall that I want to show Heather, Cabin Falls, and so I want her to be able to see that. So that's why we're going to go this way today. Yeah, let's see how far we can get. And we're stuck. I think we're gonna have to just try to go straight. Portage is left. Yeah, let's get out just to have a look. probably slower than portaging, I'd say, but less physical work. Well, that was interesting. We opted not to portage and to kind of drag and lift and carry over and line a bit. And I gotta say, it was more fun. It's not very good on your boat, that's for sure. And I wanted to sort of explore the falls a bit and take a few casts from the boat. So that was a big part of the reason why. But it's still hard and a little sketchier, but at the same time, less physically demanding, I suppose. So you're left with more energy after. Overall, I'd say it was slower. Just getting there, pulling up to the portage, picking your stuff, carrying, that would have been faster. But this was more fun. I liked it, and we got to explore the waterfall, get some pictures. So I think Cabin Falls is next. So looking forward to that. So we are just approaching Cabin Falls on this beautiful day, and we're just pulling up to the portage here. We're gonna portage around. Looks like Cap is there, a few canoes there, whether it's there or not. Maybe someone's rented it out. Oh, but it's so nice out. Okay, Bella. Okay. Good girl. Nice. It's an ankle breaker. It's not the longest portage, but treacherous nonetheless. Lots of boulders, steep. Pretty hard when you're holding a lot of weight. Beautiful vantage point here. That was not the intended plan. I thought it was just going to stop, but it just slid down the direction I was going. So sometimes you got to take the wins when you get them. Come on, Bella. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Woo!
Yeah, we're swimming at the base of Cabin Falls and it's amazing! A little beaver! Hi, little beaver! The river otter! The river otter! It's on the shoreline. Definitely the highlight of the trip so far. It was just so refreshing to like sit and swim in the falls. It was just absolutely incredible. I'm sad I have to leave, but there's lots more to see. We've got a couple more falls coming up, so they should be beautiful as well.
Just leaving Cabin Falls, and it was amazing. We're super lucky to have this gorgeous day, just toasty warm, and we went swimming, jumped in the falls, swam at the base of the falls. Bella came in the falls. We had a nice lunch, and you can't really ask for more than that. That was amazing. Just a beautiful, beautiful spot there. Saw Hap from a distance, gave him a wave. Fortunately, didn't have time to stop in and say hi. Hap's the one that Hap and Andrea owned that eco lodge there on the falls, and it's a beautiful spot, and it's canoeing only. And you know, he built the place just you know, by canoeing in materials and stuff like that, so pretty impressive. But unfortunately, it's time to go, and we have to move on because we got to make time, and we've already spent way too long having fun. So now we have to move on to the next destination, and the adventure continues. Just approaching Bridal Veil Falls. This is probably it here. Yeah. Wow. Careful. Unbelievable. absolutely gorgeous. Spectacular. What a drop too. Beautiful pooling below. And feel really fortunate to be able to have this place still wild, still free, and available for us to just come and enjoy. What a gem. That one. That is a spectacular.
So good.
Oh, the smell of the pines. All of them spruce.
Were we both gonna say that at the same time?
Spruce pine fir. My favorite smell, and the smell of the falls. I wasn't getting it that much, but that mist smell.
Definitely got it at Cabin Falls.
Mhm.
Right up there.
I love that smell.
Yeah.
It just like makes you thirsty. It smells like the lifeblood of the world, you know? Just like what just smashed all these rocks apart? Glaciers? Like,
Kind of hoping you'd see a bear along the shore or something. Take a picture with a pile of rocks. But beautiful.
hopefully the next one a contour crosses the river. It might be a portage, which would mean we have a 670 meter portage ahead. Maybe we'll end up camping at Fat Man's Falls or in the lake below it. There's a gorgeous lake. Well, it's getting late in the day, still beautiful. We came up after Broadville Falls and there's a long rapid. It's about a 670 meter portage or so. And a contour line crosses the river, which normally means it's gonna be pretty good rapid or there might be a falls. And because some things marked just said rapid that were actually a falls, I wasn't sure if we'd be able to scoot down it. And so I just ran down the trail a little bit to check, and I didn't go all the way, but we definitely can safely get down a good chunk of it, and I think in all likelihood the whole thing. So hopefully we get down this without dying. I'm not gonna make it through there. Cross drawing. Okay. Cross draw, cross draw, cross draw. Nice.
Scary.
sketchy. Hello, we're camped at what's called Fat Man's Falls. I'm not sure why, maybe because it's a pinch or something and like Fat Man couldn't get down, I don't know. Something mean about being fat is my guess. This freaking toe is just killing me. Luckily, I'm managing, but it's slow. You know, normally I can run and rock hop and all that kind of stuff. I'm just like limping, and yeah, as you can tell, the one toe is way bigger than the other ones. But luckily I'm managing, but it's definitely slowing us down. Anyway, we're losing daylight. The sun has set behind the trees, and I'm just changing on my wet clothes. Heather's changing on her wet clothes. She got the tent set up. I'm going to get a fire going, and we're gonna put some dinner on.
Doing? What are you doing? What do you have?
Which one do you want?
That has meat in it.
Yeah. You wanna try mine? Compare. It tastes like lasagna.
What? Does taste like spaghetti.
You can try it. Does
It's the
taste
same?
like- No, lasagna's better, I think.
Similar.
Very similar.
I think I prefer the spaghetti.
Nice. I picked well. Good morning, Heather.
Morning.
Did you have a good sleep?
I did. It's a nice sleep by the waterfall.
Maybe it's that white noise.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Some people don't like it, some people love it.
I love it.
I find that there's like no in-betweens.
And it drowns out the bear snores.
here.
Well, good morning. It looks like it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day again. Feeling very fortunate for that. A little bit chilly this morning, but not nearly as chilly as yesterday morning. There's a tiny bit of mist on the river, but nothing like yesterday. And we're starting the day off with a portage around a pretty spectacular canyon. But first things first, got a fire going, gonna get some coffee on, and get breakfast going, and wrap up camp. One of the crappy things about a river trip where you have to be in and out, getting your feet wet, is you got to put your wet stuff back on every morning. And in this case right now is my soaked pants and my soaked socks. Absolutely soaked. For example, doesn't get much wetter than that. First thing in the morning when it's cold out. Here we go. Because you can't just put dry stuff on every day, because you can't bring dry stuff. You just have a whole 700-pound pile of soaked clothes. There you have it. One of the most miserable part of the day is over.
Like all your weight.
So not a long portage, but pretty treacherous, as has been the theme. Look at this canyon though. That's amazing. So just fishing here by this gorgeous waterfall, and this garter snake swims past, and I was really blown away how it just reached up out of the water and just climbed straight up the rock wall. Pretty cool. Wow. Logging camp remnants, the depot. It worked really well, and it was just beautiful. Yeah. Here's the spire thing. Paddle right up to it. I was just losing your mind. Bella, get down. Get down. We're off the Lady Evelyn River South Branch now, and we are just entering the big lake here, and we got a pretty good tailwind, and it's getting pretty gusty. It's picking up. We're motoring along here pretty nice, so I'm enjoying that. Hopefully these waves don't build to when it becomes a little dangerous, but right now this is great. We've just motored across this big lake here with this awesome tailwind we got. We're averaging 6.5 kilometers an hour while just paddling like this. I mean, we're not leisurely paddling, but we're not exactly beast paddling either. Right now we're hitting 7 kilometers an hour. So pretty freaking good when you got a tailwind like this. And that's all you could ask for. Of course, if we rigged up a little sail with this direct tailwind behind us, we could be going this speed without even paddling at all, or faster. So that's kind of tempting. I've done that before and it's amazing. Anyway, getting the wind is on our side, so to speak. Well, we're just entering Sucker Gut Lake from Willow Island, and that tailwind really whipped us across there. We still have it. Hopefully it carries us right across Sucker Gut, and then we're gonna branch off into Betty's Hole and looks like Willow Creek and Hobart Lake, and hopefully camp on Hobart Lake. A bit of a ways to go, but with this tailwind, we should take advantage of it.
Beach areas.
Mm-hmm.
It's like telephone poles.
Bella, no, no!
Ted caught a walleye. Hold it up. Yeah.
Bella, get down, get down. Just trolling here with a little leech and a weighted hook on Sucker Gut Lake. And I got us a walleye. Yeah. And that's gonna be a nice little morsel. So, all right, just out in like the middle of the lake, must have just hit a sweet spot and hooked into him. So I'm pleased about that. It's always good to have a line in the water, especially when you're canoeing. You don't really have time to stop and just fish all the holes and get everywhere. So it's like a lot of what you're doing is trolling, and paid off. Yes. Cool, I can see Maple Mountain in the distance. And there is Maple Mountain. And if you can see that fire tower all the way up there, I'm gonna hike up that, climb that tower, get a vantage point of all the surrounding lakes. It is. Yeah, it is. Get out. Here. We made it. Good job. We're gonna camp here, and we've done enough for today. It was a long day. We probably went about 20 kilometers with a portage, and so we done good. It's about 5:30, and it's a good time to stop. Hi, Plums.
I like this site.
Do you like this spot, Plums?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Is it Heather approved?
It is definitely Heather approved.
Sweet. Here, one here. Feet go this way.
Too bad. Oh, look at that one. Slides right in. That's what she said.
Good job, Babesy.
Fist bump.
Here's the little walleye I caught just trolling today. Not the biggest, but nice little morsel. One fillet for me, one fillet for Heather. Some nice blue colors to it.
No.
How is it?
It's amazing. Better than I thought it was going to be. It's really nice to have this after days of pasta and stuff. Mmm. Mmm. The walleye is amazing. Mmm. Lobster mushroom, straight from the forest, spotted by Heather. Super yummy. Wow. Wow. I keep being surprised by how yummy it is, actually. Every bite I take, just a little bit of butter and just a sprinkle of Cajun fish crisp. Just a little sprinkle, but honestly, just the butter would have been fine. Or nothing. Be interesting to try them just with nothing, but yeah, a little butter and that little sprinkle of the Cajun fish crisp, and they are really good. Just lightly sauteed. I'm very impressed. Never had them before. So it's a first for me and first for Heather. And this is a cool little forest meal we're whipping up here. So got the walleye, or pickerel, as we call them in Canada, or many people do. And we've got the lobster mushrooms. And we have sweet fern tea that's cooking right now, or boiling, or brewing. I don't know what you call it. Brewing. Sweet fern tea brewing. Steeping?
Steeping, yeah.
Steeping. It's a nice little forest dinner that we've whipped up. We feel extra cool.
Living off the land.
Yeah. So pretty good.
Oh no, it's not.
It's really good. It's actually a very pleasant tea. So if you ever get the chance to make it, it's got a lot of health benefits as well. But it's a good one to make in the bush. A little something different than like pine needle tea or spruce tea or something like that. This one is a good one. Good morning, guys. It's time to get up.
We don't want to get up. Sleepy girls.
Belly. Good morning. Good girl. Good morning. So it is a rainy day. How rude of it to rain and be overcast on the day where we're supposed to go to a lookout point up on Maple Mountain. Not really sure how much we'll be able to see in the surrounding area. It does look like I can see out a ways right now, but I mean, Maple Mountain itself is caught in a mist, so that's kind of discouraging. But I mean, we're basically already there, so we kind of might as well do it. Not the best weather for that, although it is warm and it's not raining crazy hard, so it could be worse, that's for sure. It smells nice, and hopefully it clears up at some point. It doesn't look like it's going to clear up for hours though. It's that kind of day.
Anyway, time to get the morning chores underway. My toe is really hurting, and probably hiking up Maple Mountain isn't really the best idea, but I'm determined to just do it anyway. I do want to climb the fire tower as well, but it's a little bit dangerous, and maybe with my toe I shouldn't. I don't know. We'll see.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Day 6. It's a rainy day.
Of course, today is the day that we're supposed to be walking up to Maple Mountain and having a beautiful view of the surrounding landscape. And I can barely see the other end of the lake. So
Wah, wah.
I can still climb the fire tower and piss on something from below though. My Tootsie Peg is hurting a lot. Part of me is just like, why even bother? But Heather's never been here, and it's pretty cool. And just to say that you did it, and to go up and look around, even if it's rainy, it's a pretty awesome, special place. And we're basically just like right at the base of it, and paddled all the way here. So it's like, why not just go?
Rain, rain, go away, come back another day.
As far as rain goes, this isn't the worst. It's warm and it's not raining
it's not cold.
super hard, right? It's really cool, actually.
Foggy.
I say between today and tomorrow, we try to like leave the last day somewhat leisurely. Like maybe we do just 10K, and then we just take our time, you know, instead of leaving like 16.
So maybe we should camp like here tonight, and then Wednesday, you know, make it to like here.
So
Depression, like. Well, that's sad.
So this is a good map, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Friends of Temagami, get 4.
Thanks, friends of Temagami. You rule.
It's because it's waterproof though. If you're in a pinch, you can't really wipe your ass well with it. That's my one knock.
Tip of the day: never wipe your ass with your map, waterproof or not.
Well, you gotta know where you're.
That was terrible.
We're paddling Hobart Lake through another channel up into Tupper Lake where the hike for Maple Mountain begins. Normally Maple Mountain would be the highest point in the sky right now, and I can't even see it. So I don't really know why we're doing it, to be honest with you. But we're already basically there, and so Heather's never done it. It's raining and all of that, but whatever, I guess. We'll probably just be in a cloud and won't even be able to get a picture because the tiny little hills around here are already in the clouds. So I was hoping it would clear up a bit, and maybe it still will. Actually, Maple Mountain over there, you can't see it at all. It's just in a black cloud. So that kind of sucks. Get down.
Bella, get down.
Good girl.
So we're just turning left up here to go into Tupper Lake. Huge.
We're gonna go over here. Yeah, over the beaver dam and into the lake. So pretty funny day to be hiking Maple Mountain. Like that, there's the mountain. You can see the outline of it kind of through a thick cloud. I'd say this is it. Well, we're just at the trailhead for Maple Mountain. I guess you could have a worse day to do this, but not much worse as far as visibility goes. I mean, you probably even see more in a thunderstorm. So this is like a really misty, cloudy, everything day. You can only see just the base of the mountain. So you like can't see anything, but we're doing it anyway. So whatever. It's gonna be fun. Let's go.
There's an old bunk bed cot and what remains of an old cabin here. Pretty old by the looks of it. Not too comfy anymore. Cool, eh?
Super small.
It's just so lush green moss carpeting the forest floor in here. It just really resembles something like a BC rainforest. It's pretty magical in here.
Oh, look at the size of this blueberry bush.
Yeah.
See how tall it is?
Yeah, I don't normally get that tall.
Oh.
That's just because it's thriving in here.
Nice to do this even though we won't get the view unless some miracle clears everything up. It's nice because we're not doing a portage, and it's nice to just have a hike where you're not beasting a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of nice to come through here regardless of the view and just do a nice little forest hike. Heather was just saying how it smells so good in here. That's actually one of the things I really like about rain in a forest. After it rains, it just brings out all these like fresh smells of the pine pines and the leaves and everything. Not chanterelles. Well, it's definitely a nice walk, even though we've been blessed with all this liquid sunshine. Absolute burl mania through here. So everywhere you look, there's a huge burl. Some of the small ones will make good walking sticks. Big ascend here. Hopefully it's the final push. I feel like we're getting close. Chilly, windy day. We're getting close. The forest has opened up. Nice stand of jack pines. We're pretty exhausted, but we're on the home stretch here.
This is the highest elevation I've ever climbed. Actually, we climbed kind of a mountain in England, but this is a bouldery, wet, slippery rock.
Absolutely no view. And I haven't really told Heather that there's a crappy thing, I think, coming up. And she's pretty wiped. And hopefully she doesn't bail when we get there.
Immediate divorce. I'm whiny.
I don't know, actually, with Bella if we can even do it. Let's check it out. Come here, Bella.
Oh, I didn't realize it's so slippery. Oh God.
Go back down and come the way me and Bella came. Okay. Sweet. Oh, straight, I guess. Whoa. Look over there. Well, we are really in the clouds now. We're about 20 feet from the summit, and it kind of nerve-wracking because all this rain is making all these rocks really slippery. Pretty awesome achievement coming up here. I guess it's kind of cool being in the clouds, but there's definitely no view. Well, we did it. We summited, and it's so freaking miserable weather out that you can't even see the fire tower from the top. That is very poor visibility. So the fire tower is behind me over there and you can't even see it. Whereas yesterday it was clear and I could see it from, I don't know, like 20 miles away at least. And you can see like about, I don't know, like 60, 70 miles or more in all directions from the top of this mountain, let alone the top of the fire tower on a clear day. So visibility is worse here than on the lake, but it's awesome to say we did it. What do you think, Heather?
Wow, that was intense.
You worried about the
I'm pretty concerned about the descent down.
super slippery rocks. You really shouldn't be doing this in this weather, so don't try this at home, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, that last little ascent where there's a ladder to come up and some slippery rocks, it's kind of dangerous to get down in this rain. So you got to be careful because we're really remote. There's nobody around, so we can't hurt ourselves. So bit of a risk doing that, to be honest with you. There it is. We did it.
We did it.
Unreal that we couldn't see it from literally 20 feet back, and now we can. Wow. So you can no longer walk up the fire tower ladder. I guess it just hasn't been maintained and it's gotten too dangerous without the maintenance. I went up a few years back with 4 guys and it was blowing around pretty good up there. But they have since removed the section of ladder where you could climb up. Probably just got too dangerous. So I'm kind of happy I got here when I was able to climb it still. I'm sure it would still hold, to be honest with you, but I mean, that's what the people did every day. That was their job. They hiked up here and they walked up the ladder to their lookout. That was their daily chore. They also said the door is locked up there, so they're not messing around, and I'm sure they have good reason. Kind of disappointing, even though there's absolutely no view. It just would have been cool to be up there, and it would have been a rush because there's a howling wind. And last time I was up there with 4 guys, there wasn't much of a wind and the thing was swaying around. There used to be 4 cables or more coming down holding it as well that have been removed. It's just like 20 pies worth of blueberries on this one bush. Let's bring some to Heather. Here you go, Heather. Blueberries from the top of Maple Mountain. Look at the size of those.
Thank you. Help wash down this chalky protein bar.
Pretty good, eh? The size of some of those.
Oh, they're so juicy.
Mm-hmm.
Much needed right now.
Yeah.
I am beat. That was quite the feat for old Heather.
Bella wants some. Haven't you learned to eat the blueberries yet, Bella? Look at the size of some of these. Wild blueberries, wow. And a big average size too. Mmm. Wow. You eating the blueberries? Okay. You like the blueberries? You eating the blueberries? She's just gorging on them over here. Bella likes the blueberries too. Everybody likes blueberries. Everybody. So another thing about Maple Mountain, other than the fact that it was used as a fire tower, fire lookout to spot fires, it's also an Ojibwe sacred site, and it's called Chibejing, and it means where the spirits go. So if you do come up here, you want to be respectful and keep that in mind, and you know, recognize that this is a very important place, and it means a lot to a lot of people. And make sure that you're not up to any shenanigans. All right, time to go. Huh? Bella, stay. Come here. Come here.
I feel a lot safer when there's land on this side of me.
Uh-huh. So do I. On the rocks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, same thing here. Here. Just like that. So this is the part, just come down on your butt, okay? See? There's one here. It's not the best. Here. Alright. Okay. Come down. So this is why I think the ladder might be safer, because see this? It's kind of hard.
I like it better.
Are you sure? Because I don't. There's nothing to hold on to here. I'm gonna help you, okay?
First foot there, right foot.
Right here.
I think it needs to be right, left.
Okay, right, left then. I think you might be left foot strong, dominant, so.
Oh God, this is terrifying. Oh, I can't make it up here.
Here, give me this part of you.
Okay.
Down to that.
Oh God.
Okay, now
Oh, geez.
you're gonna come to this root. See the root that I'm standing on?
Please be careful.
That root. Okay. Nice. Okay, Bella, go down. Oh, that's no problem, eh? Go on. Go on. Good girl. Sliding down. You got it. Some people are better at certain things, right?
Yeah. Steepness is not my forte. Yeah, you happy girl?
Feels safer to me than what we just did.
This is all scary to me.
It's a lot warmer as soon as we got down off the ridge. You know, we're soaked, and in that wind, it's pretty chilly, and you start getting a chill right away. Kind of adds to it a bit, but it's a fun adventure.
Much warmer down here.
Fun adventure. Yeah, really warm down here. Look at this cave.
Oh yeah.
What's in there? Go on. Go get it.
That is like a lynx or a bobcat.
Go get
up
it.
in there.
Go get it. Where are you? Are you in the cave? Go get it.
Bye, Bella. We're gonna leave you to live in the cave now. You live in that cave.
Are you a cave animal? What's back there?
There's something in there.
Good girl. Cool. When you walk up here, the trail passes this really cool kind of alpine style headwater lake. We're gonna stop and fill up our water. Perfect little halfway water hole. We are almost back. The sun seems to be cracking this death mist.
Yay!
Yay. Too bad it didn't clear before we had reached the summit, but I'm still happy we did it. And hopefully it clears up as we hit the water. And is it ever warmer down here? Like, I'm too hot, and up there it was cold. So yeah. That's what happens when you climb up and up. As luck would have it, as soon as we got back to the canoe, the sun broke the clouds and blue sky showed up. I'm pretty sure exposing Maple Mountain. Of course, now that we've returned to the canoe, there is a view.
But we did it. Say I did it.
1, 2, 3. Most people would probably think we're nuts for just climbing it into a cloud. Like, what's the point? You're doing it all for... Look at your dreadlocked hair. Look at Heather's dreadlocked hair. Look at it. Your hair is like one big dreadlock now.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how I'm gonna get that out.
It's like a huge dread. Heather's got a huge dreadlock going on now. After just like 2 minutes of coming on a trip with me. That's what happens. Anyway, oh look, you can see you can see it now. Look, you can see Maple Mountain up there, and you can see the fire tower.
That's just not even funny.
So when we were up there, we couldn't even see the fire tower from 30 feet away. And now we come down and you can see it from here. Anyway, kind of funny. Cool.
Oh, I'm gonna fall in.
No, you won't.
I fell it back. Oh my god.
In a boat. Can you pass my paddle? Thanks. Well, we're back out on Sucker Gut. We paddled out into through those channels back the same way we came yesterday, and now we're in uncharted waters that we haven't paddled yet this trip. And we just checked out a campsite because it's getting on. It's 7:30, and Heather didn't like it because the campsite sucked, so I didn't really like it either. That's why we didn't like it. And so we paddled out. She's like, let's go to the next one. So we taking a bit of a risk because it's almost dark and someone could be there, of course. But it's beautiful, and we got this nice tailwind again. And just as that happened, this gorgeous bald eagle just came and soared right over our heads. This isn't that bad here either, but this is pretty flat this direction.
Alright, let's set up.
Is this the tent bag? It is. Okay, sweet.
Me.
You made juice?
It's right there.
Tacos, she always gets.
Pick up bugs and things.
So for dessert tonight, we are trying astronaut Neapolitan ice cream sandwiches. And yeah, it's space food. It's literally a freeze-dried ice cream sandwich, Neapolitan flavor. So let's check it out. Pretty much how an ice cream sandwich would, on the outside at least. And there she is. Nothing glamorous. Completely freeze-dried. Oh, you got the strawberry. Tastes like ice cream. Not bad. I'd eat this in space. Like the flavor's there, it's just a different texture, right? Because it's freeze-dried, so it's a little bit chalky, but it melts in your mouth. Like the ice cream, it just melts. But it's just an ice cream sandwich. It's freeze-dried.
So it tastes like ice cream.
It tastes like ice cream.
I feel like it's kind of the kind of thing you want to let melt in your mouth and not crunch. Look. She's falling asleep in her mouth.
Excuse me, Mrs. Bella.
I'm not so sure about this gimmicky ice cream. It's pretty yummy. Yeah, pretty yummy. Normally if I have an ice cream sandwich, it's always vanilla. I don't know about Neapolitan. I've never heard of that, so see how it is when I get down the strawberry. Right now I'm only in vanilla. It's pretty yummy. It's like a sugary treat. It doesn't jam in your teeth as much as I thought, that crunch. It's not as annoying and it's not crazy sweet. I don't know. I can't decide if I really like it or I'm just like, wow, it's freeze-dried ice cream. Like, wow, it actually tastes like ice cream. Or if like it's something I'd actually like eat every day out here. I'm not sure. I think probably a little column A, a little column B. Yeah. Considering it's probably like a $20 ice cream bar, I'm thinking it sucks.
This is an actual picture of Apollo 15 mission to the moon.
That is, not the ice cream bar one.
No, there's ice cream up there.
Maybe they did have this.
Frozen in time, yet not frozen in temperature. When you remove the water from ice cream, what do you have? A delicious, crunchy, yet creamy sweetness that melts in your mouth, sandwiched between 2 chocolatey wafer cookies. Good. There's the Apollo 15 mission. This one. Not this one. Anyways, they're kind of a rip, but when you're out here with nothing and you're like me and you like desserts, not too shabby. Hey Bella, what do you think? Bella approves.
You approve, Belly?
Bella approves.
You want an ice cream sandwich?
Bella approves.
Good girl.
Good girl, Bella. Good girl. I got it in. Is it time for your breakfast? Is it time for Bella's breakfast? Would you like your breakfast? Would you like your breakfast, little dog? Would you?
You want your breakfast? Oh, you want your breakfast? Oh.
So this morning for breakfast, we are going to make apple cinnamon pancakes. So we've got some apples, we've got some cinnamon sugar, some maple syrup,
And we're gonna do up some pancakes here on the little stove. But first you just fry all the apples in a little bit of butter with all the cinnamon, and it's just delicious. It's a nice little topping for the pancakes. It's nice to have blueberry pancakes, but we kind of do that often, so it's nice to change it up a bit. So I just cut the apples into little slices. They fry up real nice on the pan. This is going to be probably one of the best breakfasts of the trip. We've saved it to the end of the trip, which is always a nice treat. This smell just reminds me of fall. You go apple picking at an apple orchard. There's apple pies, apple crumbles. I love fall. It's my favorite time of the year. Apple pie filler. Ooh yeah, look at those fillets. Pancake fillets.
Fillets.
There you have it. Apple cinnamon pancakes with maple syrup. They may not look glamorous, but I'll tell you, they taste amazing. That's how you do it in the bush.
Yeah, they're pretty yummy. They really are. A little bit of real maple syrup.
Liquid Canada.
Mmm. Oh, it's so good.
Canada juice.
This is actually all we eat, is maple syrup here.
So yummy. Don't get me wrong, the Mountain House breakfast skillet is good for what it is,
And speed.
but it's not apple cinnamon pancakes.
No, these are so good. You're totally right about it tasting like fall and reminding me of fall.
We got a lot of kilometers to paddle today in the big lake. It's kind of windy, so this will give us the energy to do that. Looks like we have another gorgeous day.
Looks like we're gonna start off with a nice tailwind, but then as we round and we start getting into Lady Evelyn, it might be hitting us from the side.
Right.
Hopefully not, but
Bella helps clean the dishes.
okay, well, we're just leaving camp and we probably shouldn't have made pancakes because the wind picked up and there's just huge white caps out there. I don't know if we should be paddling. We're in a little bit of a sheltered area and it's a tailwind right now, so we're gonna stay close to shore for a bit. But when we round the corner, we'll have to make a judgment call because I think they might be broadsiding us, and we might have to just sit tight and wait it out, because I don't want to paddle in this sideways with the weight we have and the dog. It just wouldn't be safe. We got our life jackets on, we got stuff strapped down, but you know, this is the kind of thing you got to deal with sometimes when you're out here canoeing. And sometimes the big lakes are more dangerous than the rivers. Luckily the water's really warm, but you know, we'll stay close to shore and we'll just play it by ear. But you know, when the water's really cold, this can be very dangerous. So nice. Probably kneel. Yeah. Really strong wind and big waves. We're just out of those strong tailwinds, but we're now rounding a corner and we're behind an island, and we're going to be blocked for a little bit of a ways. But as we pull out into Lady Evelyn, we could be against some major winds and waves. I'm not sure if we'll be able to make the crossing, but hopefully we can just dart across and then tuck down another channel, which then we'll be sheltered again for a while until we get to another section of the big lake, which hopefully maybe the winds will have subsided a bit by then. But we're doing okay right now, so it was worth the risk to push forward because of these little sheltered areas we can duck through.
Look, you can see the tower up on Maple Mountain. That's where we hiked up. We hiked all the way to the peak of that, where that tower is. Crazy, eh?
It's hard to say, but it's that on this GoPro, but it's way off in the distance, right about there, that peak. Normally you could see it, all of this from there, but that's where we were, is up there just yesterday. It's kind of a cool feeling of accomplishment. Just pulled over here to go to the bathroom at this campsite and just kind of taking it in. It's absolutely beautiful. It's on a sand, like I guess it's a glacial deposit of sand piled up here. I don't know if it's part of an esker or what. Look at this site. Beautiful. Beautiful view of the lake. It's got nice campfire, tables. There's even a really nice swimming beach here. Wow. Oh, so nice. But it's out there that we have to go. I see some really big whitecaps back there. And I know the wind here, we're kind of sheltered, but when we have to make that crossing, I don't know if we'll be able to. We're probably going to have to wait it out. Sort of unfortunate. But, you know, I don't know what makes the most sense. It's almost like maybe we should just wait it out here at this beautiful spot, because if it didn't break today, we could just camp here, try to get up early and make a break for it, because once we get past that section, maybe we could be home free. But I think we'll move on a bit. It would just suck to kind of get stuck at that spot and not be able to paddle tonight and not be at a campsite. But I can see off in the distance the waves are really challenging and not safe. We're making it across, slowly but surely. The water's warm, our stuff's tied down. If we were to dump, well, it floats. If we were to dump, we would get blown into shore, not out to the lake. So we have our life jackets on and we're just taking it easy here. I don't want to turn that way. I don't want one of these coming over us sideways. See that little island with the big rock on it?
Yeah.
Let's get there and pull up behind it, okay? Take a break. I'm worried about it on the sides. Like if it breaks, like the white cap. Yeah, we're going to that rock. We are. You know, when the wind will be exposed to the big section and maybe we can scooch past. Doing it. It's a little bit nerve-wracking about the peak of what you'd want to do here. Crazy wind and huge waves. No, we'll let the wind blow us back a bit, okay? I want to avoid this big wave coming in. This one here, paddle forward. Okay. Okay, just stop for a sec. Okay, start paddling. We're going behind this island. Focus on the waves. Focus on what's in front of you. Paddle! Don't point that out, man. pretty dangerous crossing there with some serious winds. Made us both a little nervous. It kind of crept up on us, we saw it, but once we were committed, we just had to keep our line, and we're getting side surfed and side slipped, and you know, the waves are threatening to breach and crash over the sides. So we just kind of front ferried along the shore that we're going along into the wind and let it sort of push us where we were going. Makes us a little nervous. This next section, we have to turn the corner and go the other way. I don't really know how it's gonna be. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable with that. I wouldn't feel good with these coming behind us. Paddling into it is okay. Right now we're safe behind a little island. It would suck to camp here, but we could. I mean, there's wood and I can make a campsite there. I don't want to have to, that's for sure, but we could do it. The water is warm. We got our life jackets, we got stuff strapped down, and we're paddling along the shore where if we were to dump, we would just blow into shore. So we'd be okay, but you know, we got to be careful, that's for sure. Trying to make the best of it because we're supposed to be out of here tomorrow, and who knows, it could be like this tomorrow. So this was just manageable. We will see what the next thing brings. If we can make this corner and get behind some islands, we'll be in a channel, it'll be safe probably till our campsite, so fingers crossed. Heather and Bella are making the best out of this situation. They've picked a warm, sunny spot to sit. But we are officially windbound at the moment. Kind of stressful. We're considering making a bit of a run for it here. If we had to camp here, that would really suck. And with each one of these big clouds kind of comes a ripping wind. So if you sort of wait a little, you get a tiny bit of a break from the gusts, and then, you know, that might give us enough time to get back in. We're gonna stay close to shore. If it's too sketchy, we'll just get back out. And, you know, we'll see how it is, but we'll probably be okay. All right, let's go. Bella, in the boat. Come on, Bella. In the boat, in the boat. Go. See that surfing? I don't want to do that on the big waves. We're all right. I mean, it's not like our lives are endangered here. If we dumped, we would just float over there and get out, you know? Whoa. Whoa. Draw, hold it, okay. Nice. We did it. Oh, good job, babe. That was pretty wild. Bella, you were a good girl. Very good. So now we have a ripping tailwind with waves that are manageable. Oh, this tailwind is awesome. Wow. So we've made it to a campsite. We got through some treacherous sections of heavy seas and big waves and wind, and we're contemplating, I think we're just gonna stay here because there's some bad weather moving in. This system is bringing these winds, and we'd have to put ourselves in another exposed section to get to another campsite, and we don't really feel comfortable doing that in a thunderstorm. This leaves 18 kilometers to paddle tomorrow, and we've only paddled 13 today, so that's a lot. And if it's windy tomorrow or bad weather and we're windbound, we're gonna have to stay another day. Like, we don't want to risk our lives for whatever, right? So it's kind of a tough decision, but it'll probably be okay. So we'll try to break camp early tomorrow and get out of here before the winds start. Usually they start a little later in the morning, so that's the plan.
It is a really nice site here, so that's on the plus side.
Yeah, and 18 kilometers on the lake isn't really that big of a deal unless you're dealing with the kind of stuff we were dealing with today. It's a little earlier than we'd like to stop, but the next site is kind of a jump, so it might make sense. We got the tent set up, we got a few things set up, and it does look like it's going to dump rain. I can see it's raining in different spots across the lake, and it's getting real black. So I'm going to set up a tarp so that we can sit by the fire and be less miserable. If any of you are wondering, this is a Friska's axe, and it's awesome. It's lightweight, and it's just tough as nails. I've had this thing for years and years. They've got a lifetime warranty. I spray painted it blaze orange, so it's less, you know, you're less likely to lose it. I took it with my brother Jim on the show Alone, where we survived 75 days in one. Same axe, and it's been with me in a lot of trips, and it has just been an excellent tool. So it's my go-to thing out here. And I also have, which I use sometimes for batoning and pounding and splitting wood, taking pots off the fire, different stuff. It's a carbon steel. It's kind of like a machete, but it's not really. You can hold it close and you can carve, you know, whittle stuff. We made a paddle with it on Alone. You know, you can do pry stuff with it, and of course chop. It's a great chopping thing, and you can get it razor sharp, so it's pretty good multi-use tool. It is heavy, so I don't bring it all the time, but this thing owes me nothing. Neither of these tools owed me nothing, and I've had them for years, and I just keep beating on them, and they won't give up. It's called Spec Plus Machete, Ontario. It's pretty good. The sheath is pretty good. It lasted a long time, but these rivets gave out from the leather because I just have it soaked all the time in the canoe and everything, but it did last a long time. And yeah, well made tools. And it's just really robust, thick carbon steel. So it's a great versatile tool. You can actually do like fine work with it really well by just choking up on it here. I mean, you're not doing any carving per se, but we did make a paddle. You can kind of draw with it too if you have to. Pretty awesome. How's your height now?
Pretty good. It's great. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Okay. Oh my God.
How's it looking?
It is great under here. We have this beautiful view of the lake. Got a fire pit right here, and Ted put up this awesome tarp to keep us warm and dry. Good job, babe. Tomorrow for lunch we have a pack of jerky, we have our bars.
What's for dinner tonight, Heather?
We are having poutine, so potatoes, melted cheese, gravy. We're also going to pair that with pasta. And we've got, what sauce do we have tonight? Carbonara. So it's like an Alfredo bacon flavored sauce. And we also have a dessert.
What's dessert?
We bring desserts when you bring me. So we've got dark chocolate cheesecake. Backpacker's Pantry. So it's a just add water and let it sit kind of thing. So that should be interesting. I'm pretty excited to try it. Some of the other desserts have been pretty good. So yeah, cheesecake in the woods.
I noticed that you had the biggest smile for the dessert portion of the meal.
I'm excited, I'm not gonna lie. When you're out here eating pasta every day, it gets a little tiresome, you know?
It's true. We were supposed to eat a lot more fish this trip.
Yeah.
Normally I'm eating fish at least every meal, so I don't know. I've been blowing it in that department, just kind of moving on, and didn't succeed with brook trout. Once we got out of those waters, I caught a walleye, but since then, yesterday I didn't get something. Because Maple Mountain, then it was just like a rush to camp and didn't catch something trolling. And today it was similar, just like ripping freaking winds, not safe to be fishing. And we didn't even make our distance, let alone with our dog. They get so excited over fishing. Like if we were fishing out there, like caught a fish, like forget about it. So, or snagged, or you know, would have done. So sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, but that's why we bring food.
Maybe we should start bringing a cheese grater. Like a handheld one.
Yeah, they don't have cheese graters on Leathermans.
Can openers.
Bella looks very interested in what you're doing.
Don't be fooled, she's had her dinner. And sometimes I give up my seat just to give my seat to the dog. And I think something's wrong with that picture.
I think that's true
What
love.
do you think? It is. I love her. Love you, Belly. Are you a good adventure dog?
Yeah.
Are you having a fun adventure? Did you swim in Cabin Falls with us? Did you? Good girl. We love you. So it says you need 2 cups of water. Combine water and gravy mix in saucepan. Cook over medium heat, stirring constantly until gravy comes to a boil. Simmer 1 minute and serve over French fries and cheese curds.
That sounds like a huge pain in the ass. So
Well,
this one says, just trying to figure out whether or not we have to follow the instructions. It's usually a good idea too, but this one says, in a saucepan, combine sauce mix, 1.5 cups milk, 1 tablespoon of margarine or butter. Bring to a boil, whisking constantly, reduce heat, 4 minutes, whisking frequently, blah, 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 right?
Pretty much same thing,
Yeah, so like, I'm wondering with this gravy, if we can just do none of that, just dump boiling water in it, you know? Stir it up, dump it on the fries, you know?
I guess we will give it a go Ted's way.
Okay, I like it.
Tell me when.
Whatever you think, just maybe save some for pasta.
Cheese melted in there.
Good?
Really good. You like it?
Well, I've had more comfortable sitting arrangements for eating. My hip feels like somebody's kicking it hard. But other than that, the food's yummy. What is to be said about the Backpackers Pantry dark chocolate cheesecake mix?
Well, I wouldn't spend the money on it again. For one, they did not include the chocolate crumb topping in the bag, which was extremely disappointing because I feel like that's the whole point that makes it like a pie crust kind of like cheesecake kind of thing. And it just, the package wasn't inside the bag, so we just didn't get that, which kind of sucks. So you add water to it, and basically this is what it looks like. So that's it.
That looks like a bad case of the mud butts. Oh!
The flavor's not bad. It's not like eating like cake mix. Like it's not that gross with like the raw eggs and everything.
Is it supposed to be like mixed and then you bake something with it? Like
I know. It says just add water, add the chocolate crumb, and serve.
wow.
It's not bad. It's like a yummy pudding. I was just expecting a little bit more with the whole like dark chocolate cheesecake. Like it sounds all exotic and kind of, you know, delicious. But it is good. It's not like a bad flavor or anything. It's like a good chocolate pudding, but that's all it is. So that's Heather's review. So now that we've eaten a bit more of this, it's growing on us a bit. So I'd say it's definitely better than like a regular chocolate pudding. It's a little bit of like a chocolate mousse chocolate pudding, but it's like a pretty good chocolate pudding, you know? So that's the updated review. We like it, but don't be fooled with the whole like fancy dark chocolate royale kind of like, you know, title, because it's not that, but it's a really good chocolate mousse pudding.
Really good, like you would order at a fancy French restaurant?
God no, but
like it's like, is it as good
I'm
as,
eating like I'm still eating it, and
like it's better than a snack pack?
way better than a snack pack, way better than a snack pack, but not like restaurant anything quality,
Right.
because there you can actually get a real dark chocolate cheesecake, you know. But like just a bit, you know, after dinner. It's nice little like cleanse the palate sweetener, you know, after eating, you know, boring pasta.
It would also be really good for playing a prank, like going to your friend's house and like splattering it all over their toilet seat and saying,
You could do lots with this. Multifunctional.
Bella doesn't even seem to care about it, so that's weird.
Well, yep. So that's Heather's updated review on the dark chocolate cheesecake, Backpacker's Pantry. The end.
Good morning. It's about 6:30, 6:45. Me and Heather are feeling pretty stiff today. Today is our last day. It's hasn't even got bright out, but we want to get going quickly to try to beat the wind. There's already wind starting, so we're gonna try to break camp quickly and get on the water. But yeah, we're feeling pretty stiff and sore, so I think maybe we're getting old. True.
Huh?
I switched. Are you eating the skillet today? You're gonna eat it?
Hello, still the breakfast skillet. You're so cute.
Are you still in the skillet? Oh, what are you doing? Come give it back.
She just avoids us.
Bella, that's your mommy's breakfast.
Bella,
That's not for you.
come here. Thank you. Thank you. Yo, do you think you want some of this? Sliced peaches in a bag. Resealable. Pretty good to bring camping.
So our final campsite, hopefully, if all things go as planned.
Hopefully, yeah.
We broke camp quickly. The wind has started picking up already. You know, in hindsight, in the future, maybe when we're really concerned about that, we should just jump in the canoe, eat bars on the go or something. But I think we did pretty good. It has cleared up, you know, the ominous clouds, and so it's sunny and nice.
Yay.
So that's nice. So hopefully we can just dart through this section that will be exposed to the wind, and then it'll all be fun and games after that.
Yay, happy last day.
Not making the video. Maybe it will. Heather's cute as ever this morning.
Oh.
And yeah, nice campsite here. Yeah, girl. And we're off. Definitely not too bad at the moment though, eh?
So the waves are building. We've got a tailwind, which is pretty good, so we're moving along half decent here. But they are getting bigger, which is a little concerning. Pretty good. We got away as early as we did, because I think as the day goes on, it's going to keep getting windier here and bigger waves.
It's getting pretty gusty. The winds are getting pretty big. The waves are getting pretty big. We're just kind of beeline for that point and that island, starting to surf us a bit. We're going to be exposed for a little while here.
I mean, they're pushing us along, so we're moving pretty well.
But they're built. Yeah, as we go, they're building, right? Yeah, crazy. Yeah, the brake wall of tires is not gonna work. Well, this lake actually is one thing that's really cool is it's got all these eskers here. So these sand glacial deposits from you know, sand that was built up under about 1 kilometer of ice back when there was massive glaciers that came and carved this lake out. There was you know, 1 kilometer of ice on this where we are today, and there would have been a river flowing under that glacier, and it left these river banks, so it's just pure sand over there. Eventually, you know, with wind and waves, they will succumb to the elements, but pretty cool to see. And it kind of, when there's something left there for you to see, it kind of puts you in the place a bit of like, wow, that's, you know, that was here. There was a river flowing under a huge glacier that carved this lake. And that's an old riverbank from under there. And here we are today paddling on it. So pretty cool. We made it through one of the windy, sketchy areas on our way to the finish line. Basically what I'm trying to do is hop through these islands, do the crossing at the smallest section, then hug the shore. And once we're in a channel out of the big lake areas, we should be home free. So we're making another crossing here that had the potential to be sketchy, but it's actually looking okay with the wind direction. It looks like maybe we might have been already be through the worst of it. I think with the winds we had today, the sketchiest part was where we started.
I think we made the right call, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a big pike. Yeah.
Whoa. Whoa. Bella, come here. Get down. She's gonna... Stay here. Stay. No. Nice. Bella. Stay down. Stay down.
So a little change of lure and hooked into a decent pike. First I was hoping it was a walleye, but you know, that was wishful thinking. Pretty much home free now out of the dangerous windy sections of lakes, and so we're just paddling down this really pretty channel to a dam, and so we'll have a little portage around that, and then we're pretty much home free. It's you know, about 1.5 kilometers or so to Mowat Landing where our car is. It's been a great trip. Heather's done a great job, and Bella is getting better in the canoe. Stay.
Dam. It's the last obstacle for us on the Lady Evelyn River. Pretty cool. We just did a short portage around it. We've got about 1 kilometer, 1.5 kilometers to go to Mowat Landing, and that's where our car is.
Oh yeah. No, stay. Awesome adventure with my two girls, and it's been really fun. You know, it's still early in the day, so I'm going to take a couple casts as we float to Mowat, and just soak it in before the long drive home.
Unbelievable trip down the Lady Evelyn River, just so awesome. I can't wait to get back up to Temagami again. It's just an unbelievable place, and I just feel really good after completing that trip. It was a lot of fun. Have a fun trip? Did you have a fun trip?
Good. Okay.